Well guys, I finally did it. I got my own motorcycle. This is a Victoria Werke KR12N. It's 1940 dated, so it's a wartime bike. These are extremely hard to find, especially the KR12N type. There's not many of these in the world, and trying to find information on them is pretty much really hard to do. So it's going to be a challenge to restore it. Thankfully 90% of the parts are still here. It's just a matter of cleaning, stripping paint, and finer details here and there. It came all the way from Hungary. Now I live in the UK, so Hungary's quite a far way away. So it was quite a challenge getting it here, but it's here. I'm so pleased it arrived safe and sound. So yeah, let's go on with opening this up, and I'll show you the bike in detail. Bearing in mind this hasn't ran in about, I want to say 50 years or so. There's a spare engine with it, but that's pretty much it. So yeah, let's get started. Alright, so let's get this thing open. Got my scissors and knife. Not really sure where to start. I guess carburetor, cylinder, as you can see, this bike originally was not red. It was originally a blue and dark grey colour. You can see the Victoria logos, the logo there is gone, and it's been painted red at some point in its life. So obviously we'll need to strip this all down and redo it again, but yeah. You can smell the petrol. What does that say? Huh. Should probably take the spare engine off first, probably. Okay. Ooh. I believe this is the spare engine, so we'll put that to the side. here she is. Yes, it doesn't really look that, that much. But if you know what you're looking at, this is some pretty good stuff. It's going to be a long restoration process, probably the longest restoration I'll ever have to do in my life. But yeah, have a look at this. See the date, 1940, and then the Victoria Werke, Nuremberg. It's going to need a lot of work, but I'm happy to have it. One of the things I learned when restoring a bicycle is that the wheels are very, very important. I know that sounds stupid, but always check the condition of the wheels, especially the spokes and this part here. Because if this is deteriorated and you're rotting away, you're going to need new wheels. And for rarer bikes, wheels are probably the hardest part to find. So I made sure that these wheels were solid, and they are, and they could be restored perfectly fine. So I'm happy with that. It's no problem. The rubber I think the rubber's been replaced at some point. Yeah, the rubber's definitely been replaced. So these aren't the original tires, so I'm happy enough replacing these tires with better ones. Obviously the inner tubes got to be replaced and everything else. See the original rack there? These were pretty universal amongst German bikes. All of them pretty much had the same rack, and you could attach a second seat onto it. So it's pretty cool. It's going to be a long one. I'm off for 2 weeks, so that's when the restoration will probably start. And we're not going to go full into taking everything apart. We're just going to go bit by bit. So probably start by restoring the rack, the wheels, wheel arches, the tank, handlebars, just slowly, bit by bit. And then lastly, we're going to focus on the engine. The more I look at the engine, the more I'm unsure about it. We're probably going to have to get a specialist to do the restoration on it. Everything's solid. Nothing's rotted away, probably except for the handlebars. That looks like a bit of fire damage or something, not too sure. I've unwrapped the spare engine. This is really good because it means I can use the parts because it's the same engine. So I'm happy about that. It's good to have parts because finding parts for the engines are pretty much nearly impossible, so glad we have a spare engine. Yeah, as you can see, it is not in the best state, but that's what I like about it. It's a challenge for me and my dad to restore it, and we've restored so many things, and I feel like this will probably be the next step up from what we've restored. But yeah, if you restore a bike, you can restore like a car, so it just progresses on and on and on. Yeah. Well guys, that wraps up the video. This will be the first part of a restoration series I'll be doing on this bike. So from now to when it's complete. I don't know how long it will take and how many episodes there will be, but I'm sure we'll find out sooner or later. So, thank you very much guys, and I'll see you in the next one.